Niklaus Hart and Maggie Russell stand on the lush cliffs of Hawaii, the ocean breeze tangled with hope and fear. They just learned Maggie's pregnant, but there's a shadow. Huntington's disease lurks in her family tree. How do you protect a new life when the blueprint might be broken? This question pulls them, raw and relentless, into a world where cutting-edge science meets ancient, haunting evils. Nick and Maggie's honeymoon joy shatters when they discover a lurking threat, a gene mutated by Huntington's disease. This revelation isn't just medical, it's deeply personal, challenging their faith and future. On the island, Maggie shares her family's dark past, her grandmother's tremors and forgetfulness, the slow decay that swallowed her. Nick watches as she trembles with the fear of passing this invisible fate to their unborn child. Their honeymoon becomes a crucible of heartbreak and determination, the idyllic escape turned into a battlefield for their child's future. Think of your genes like a complex instruction manual hidden within every cell, written in a language only biology can decode. Huntington's disease is a corrupted chapter, one typo in the genetic code spelling disaster. Like a miswired circuit in a massive factory, it causes systems to break down over time, turning life's blueprint against itself. Facing this, Nick and Maggie don't just wrestle with biology, they wrestle with meaning. What does it mean for a child to be made in God's image when the DNA is flawed? Here, faith and genes collide not to overthrow hope, but to deepen it in the face of fragile human perfection. Desperate for answers, Nick and Maggie travel to Poland to meet Emanuel Christiansen, a pioneer at biogenics. Here, the futuristic allure of gene therapy masks a darker history and ethical maze. In a sleek clinic in Krakow, Emanuel shows Nick and Maggie bioengineered cells dancing under microscopes, potential cures for Huntington's. But whispers of Nazi eugenics echo in sterile halls, reminding them that science's bright vista carries shadows of human cruelty. What looks like salvation might just be another Pandora's box. Gene therapy is like a surgeon wielding a scalpel inside living code. CRISPR technology lets scientists snip out disease-causing mutations or insert corrected sequences. But unlike haircuts, these edits ripple through generations, like rewriting the story of humanity, powerful, precise, but terrifying if misused. Their journey reveals a balance, the beauty of fixing broken genes weighed against the darkness of history's atrocities. This duality forces them to question, do we play God or partner with nature? Can we advance without repeating horrors? The lines blur and so does certainty. At the heart of their ordeal lies a profound tension. Is altering DNA a betrayal of divine design or a sacred duty to heal? Nick and Maggie's story peels back layers of identity, faith, and science. Nick recalls the ancient psalm about being fearfully and wonderfully made, feeling a pulse between scripture and strands of DNA. Their baby isn't just biology, it's sacred art, woven with divine care. Yet the mutated gene challenges this reverence, igniting a fierce debate over whether human hands should rewrite God's work. Fixing genes isn't about playing God recklessly. It's like restoring a priceless, damaged painting. There's respect, skill, and responsibility. More than curing disease, it's about honoring life's complexity while wrestling with imperfection that's part gift, part trial. Ultimately, Nick and Maggie choose hope mixed with humility. They embrace modern tools but vow to tread carefully. Their journey mirrors a universal struggle. How do we face flawed genetics without losing faith or surrendering to fear? The answer lies in honoring both science and spirit. Back on that Hawaiian cliff, Nick and Maggie glimpse the ocean's endless horizon, the same vast unknown as their child's future. They can't control the gene's shadow, but they can control their response, embracing hope, wielding science with conscience, and anchoring faith deep. Next time you face a complex problem, remember, courage isn't the absence of fear, but choosing a path forward anyway. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.